You get approach the most of the crosswalks, people stop for you.
Oh yeah, I don't really like that too much. I wish the cars would just go and then I'll go and there's an opening. It seems like it'd be way more efficient.
That's what we're used to in Michigan.
Yeah, in New York it was like you don't step in the road or you're gonna get hit. Like, it's not your time to go, but I mean,
even when the walk light was going, right?
oh, when the walk light's going, you're usually good, but you still gotta check. But yeah, the idea of like the responsibilities on the driver I think is kind of ridiculous. I mean, yeah, it's good to be an attentive driver, but like you shouldn't expect to have to stop every few hundred feet. For like somebody else who just randomly wants to cross the road. Like,
all in Michigan, we go to U of M, or MSU is right in neighboring town. I live in Lansing, over in East Lansing. And the students will just walk out randomly, whenever they want.
yeah, I've noticed by the government schools, like the elementary, middle, high schools, elementary and middle, they might have a crossing guard, and I think they even have crossing guards in high school. But the crosswalks they put up at the high school, it's like they're just teaching people the idea that you just walk into traffic and like they'll stop. I don't know why it's not a little more structured, like it would be a lot more efficient that way.
I saw these little things by the schools where they have these little yellow things. There's like some type of sensor on them. I'm not sure what that's about. It was on Winchester Street.
Oh, Winchester.
Maybe that's not a school, but there's like these little yellow things right where you look the crosswalk.
Oh, they light up?
On them. Oh, they light up?
Yeah, I think I've seen those before.
So when did you get shaken down?
In the morning, it's like 11:15 a.m.
Yesterday?
They were circling the house earlier that morning, like waiting for me. Yeah, it was pretty Gestapo-esque.
So you walked outside and
Yeah, Keene is small. Yeah, that's why
No, they waited for
They're gonna set up something in Manchester.
they
were circling the house, and when they were circling this morning, like we were sitting on the porch, we're like, hey, that's an undercover cop car. The two guys wearing like button-down shirts and ties and khakis in there, like, those are kind of like cops. And they were. And they waited for me to leave the house and go up the street, and then I saw them again. I was like, there they are again, I'm gonna film them. And I pulled out my camera and they got out of the car, and I thought they were gonna be like, we're an unmarked police unit, please don't film us or something like that. Like, I didn't know what they were gonna do.
We're gonna take a shit.
Oh, where can you?
No, we're gonna take your shit.
Yeah, exactly. That's when he got out and barked. Like, I don't even think he said my name or asked for my name or anything like that.
Well,
He like knew.
You got the afro going on,
Yeah,
man.
I mean, I'm distinctive, but they're treating us like we're public figures. Like, everyone knows who we are. They don't need to, bother with any of the formalities.
They consider, and somehow they consider, in Manchester, they consider Free Keene to be a gang.
Yeah, it's on my rap sheet, in fact. Under gang affiliations, Free Stater. I mean, I don't know how much that means outside of Manchester. I'm sure it's a DHS thing too. Manchester, a bunch of like co-fed employees as officers.
How many are on duty any given day?
2.
2?
We've had 3 out before, but usually it's just 1.
Like I said, about a half hour ago, one was spotted over by the Walmart area, and then about 15 minutes ago, one was spotted heading the opposite way that we are on Gilbo.
Mm-hmm.
Gilbo's close. It's actually right down, just south of the square there. What's that called?
South of Central Square?
Yeah.
Railroad Square?
Yeah.
The one with all the construction in it. Yeah. This is the new courthouse is going to be. That's a pretty awful building right there.
Oh, that's Hessian County Courthouse.
Yeah.
I've seen videos of, yeah.
Yeah, in fact, someone burned themselves right in front of the door of that building.
They burned themselves?
Yeah, this guy named Thomas Ball, who had a lot of issues with family court, and I believe specifically Judge Arnold the judge who also the Free Keene associates have had issues with in the past.
Oh, I thought that was Judge
Well, Burke too,
Burke, yeah.
as well. But yeah, Judge Arnold of the Superior Court, definitely. I'd say Arnold is probably the worst. I think he's retired now.
This man threatened me. Arrest him.
Yes. Oh,
He was
man.
just asking questions.
Oh, so here's an expired meter with a car at it, and they don't appear to have the privilege of being expired here, so give them 40 minutes, give them a card.
Wife just texted me. Central and Robux Street headed back the way we came.
She should keep going up the street, and then she can like cut over to the other side, like up the street further where the meters end, is what I would recommend. So the car was parked over here earlier. I doubt it will still be.
So I actually saw a government employee car, police car, that was parked on the square there, and it was actually at a Fed meter.
Wow. Yeah, sometimes.
Maybe that was by accident. Because
Or they rolled up on it after.
Yeah.
And she's gone. Not there anymore. Alright, so she left. What time is it? Like 3?
We're at the 3.
She's probably done for the day. It's possible that Jane is still out somewhere. She's the friendly
What time
part.
they forced it till 5?
5, but they haven't been doing that recently. It's been like, I don't know, like this past month whenever I've been out, I've never seen them after 3 to be honest, but...
Maybe they've got your schedule.
Yeah.
They're like, we're not going to bother.
I don't know what it is about me that they pick out so much from.
Oh, you're on the 6th, aren't you?
Yep.
When's the next big thing on that date, on the court?
August 12th. We have till Monday if we want to file any more homework, but at this point it's extra credit since we've already filed a bunch of stuff.
I see they got these little plea boxes too where you can drop your plea in.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. You just drop the paid tickets. I think they kind of imply that you can't pay it. Like, I mean that you can't challenge it, you have to pay it. I'm pretty sure. I haven't seen a ticket in a while, but that's why we leave the green flyer that encourages people to challenge it. You see the video of Derek J getting attacked, his camera taken from some random guy?
Oh, I saw Derek J on a bike getting tackled.
Oh yeah, it was Fenton Moore. I've since interacted with him a little bit. He's kind of scary guy. Yeah, but yeah, Derek was here recently. Like he was here for the week before Fest, I believe it was.
Yeah.
And he was filming myself and James out Robin Hooding. And some guy came up to him and was like, "I don't like what you're doing."
Hey, we got 5-0 right here.
That's Pelican.
He waved.
Yeah, he's one of the nicer guys. Like he'll like talk to you about normal things. But yeah, Derek J was here. He was filming me and James, and this guy who since identified him, his name's Daniel J. White. And surprise to me, this guy has a background in film. Like he's somehow associated with like film studies in some capacity, or used to be. And so he like grabs Derek. He walks up to Derek J. like it's in his face, and then is like, "I don't like what you're doing, and if you don't point that down, I'm gonna smash it," or something. And then he just grabs it from him.
That is Gestapo.
Yeah, and totally ridiculous. And the guy who witnessed him, this guy who happened to be there and witnessed him doing it, was like, "Excuse me, I think you need to get that back to him." Like, he's like, "But you just took it in my face." Like, this guy clearly runs up to him. He's like, "Well, I think you should give it back though." And then he starts like messing with the lens. Like he starts really rubbing his finger on the lens. Like he's trying to F with it. And then he gives it back to him after like a quick spiel about like, "You need to give up some of your rights for everyone else," or something like that.
For the good of society.
Ridiculous. One thing we found in the Peter Sturdy tapes, the other parking, the guy that they hired to monitor us, the private,
The
the former
guy.
cop, yeah, private investigator. there's a point in his videos that happened right on this corner. Let me go across this corner. Right on this corner here, he was standing filming, I think Graham and maybe Jane or Linda, and some woman driving by just seeing him filming goes, she shoves him and she runs past, and then he goes like, hey, you need to be more careful who you bump into. And I think at that point he flashed his badge, but you can't see it because it's off camera. And so yeah, I got the impression he probably was carrying his badge with him from that interaction. But I thought that was funny that like he got attacked while he was out filming. There were other times that people tried to give him change thinking he was with us.
Have you guys, has anybody come up to you on the sea folks saying, you guys are horrible?
Yeah, there's some people that usually either curse you out, like, fucking asshole, or I've had like 2 or 3 people come up like conversationally and critique Robin Hooding or something. I think you guys are too confrontational, and then I'll be like, well, I'm not very confrontational. Have you seen the videos of what I do, and who are you talking about exactly? What video did you see? Things like that.
I lead a non-confrontational lifestyle. I carry guns, and if you carry guns, you don't want to be confrontational because if something escalates, somebody's going to get hurt. You don't want that.
Very true.
You want to de-escalate. In a confrontation, I try to back away, and I can afford to be submissive, knowing that if something goes very wrong, I have the upper hand.
True. Yeah, it's been a while since I've carried firearms, but I noticed that like when you have one, you act like much more.
There were at least
Much more responsible.
She turned left onto Eagle Court following. So Eagle Court, there's a enforcer.
What is Eagle Court? I don't know what that is.
Let me quote my map here.